Good day everyone, I am Charmaine D. Sunaho and together with me is Miss Lizel Ann Dallas. Our topic is all about adolescence. First, let's define what is adolescence.
Adolescence is from ages 12 years up to 18 to 22 years old. Adolescence is the transitional period in a person's life between childhood and adulthood. Adolescence is commonly defined as the stage of life that begins at the onset of puberty, when sexual maturity or the ability to reproduce is attained. It has been regarded as a period of rapid change in height, weight, changes in body contour, and the development of sexual characteristics. Pursuit of independence and identity is prominent in this stage. That is why it is also labeled as problematic and confusing stage. Thought is more logical, abstract, and idealistic. In this stage, more time is spent with peers or barkada than the family. So adolescence, this is the period of transition between childhood and adulthood. So children entering adolescence are going through many changes in their bodies and brains. So these include physical, intellectual, psychological, and social challenges, as well as development of their own moral compass. So the changes are rapid and often take place at different rates. So it can be an exciting yet challenging time in the life of teenager. And adolescence is the time when your child becomes more independent and begins to explore more in their identity. So, what is the physical development of adolescence? Okay, the physical development in adolescence, this is characterized by rapid growth in height and weight, hormonal changes, and sexual maturation. These changes are triggered by the brain releasing certain hormones that affect the body and the sexual organs. Adolescents may experience body odor, acne, and more body hair as a result of these changes. The age of puberty, which is the time period of maturation, is getting younger for children throughout the most of the world. So, physical development in adolescence includes changes that occur through a process called puberty. So, during puberty, your child's brain releases certain hormones. So, the hormones cause your child's body to physically change and their sexual organs to mature. So, as what you have seen in the pictures, physical development of male are enlarged Adam's apple, magka-facial hair, broad shoulders, increased body hair, pubic hair, mature genital organs, body more muscular, and in female, physical developments are mature breast, broader hips, and pubic hair. So these physical changes happen to everyone, but the timing and order can vary from person to person. Some adolescents mature early while others mature later. So that would be all for my part, and I'll give to Ms. Lizel Ann as she explains the cognitive and socio-emotional development in adolescence.
Cognitive development. So each child moves ahead at their own rate in their ability to think in more complex ways. So The idea that cognitive development varies among children, each child progresses intellectually at their own pace, and there isn't a universal timeline for acquiring more advanced thinking skills. This recognition aligns with developmental psychology theories that emphasize individual differences in learning and cognitive growth. So each child develops their own view of the world. So that this highlights the subjective nature of perception and cognition uh, as children grow, they construct their unique understanding of the world based on their experiences, interactions, and cognitive abilities. This concept aligns with the theory of cognitive development proposed by John Piaget, which emphasizes the active role of the child in constructing knowledge. Then third, some children may be able to use logical operations in schoolwork long before they can use them for personal problems. So this suggests a potential discrepancy between academic and personal problem-solving skills. It also implies that a child might grasp and apply logical reasoning in structured school tasks earlier than in more complex and nuanced personal situations. This variation underscores the context-dependent nature of cognitive abilities. And then fourth, when emotional issues come up, they can cause problems with a child's ability to think in complex ways. So emotional factors can significantly impact cognitive functioning when children experience emotional challenges such as stress, anxiety, or emotional distress. It can hinder their ability to engage in complex cognitive processes. This connection between emotions and cognition reflects the integrated nature of psychological development. And then fifth, the ability to consider possibilities and facts may affect decision making. This can happen in either positive or negative ways. So, decision making is a multifaceted process influenced by one's cognitive abilities. The statement suggests that the capacity to weigh possibilities and facts plays a crucial role in decision making. Moreover, it emphasizes the dual nature of this influence, indicating that the ability to consider information and can lead to both positive and negative outcomes depending on. So let's move on. Social emotional development. So develop a sense of self. So it means it is an understanding of who they are, including their values, beliefs, and personal characteristics. It involves reflection and self awareness. And then establish an identity. So, building on the sense of self, establishing an identity involves defining oneself in relation to various aspects. So, such as culture, interests, and social roles. So, it's about figuring out one's place in the world and the roles they want to play. And then explore task limits, become autonomous, and commit to identity or sense of self or sense of self. And then so it means during adolescence, individuals often experiment with different roles and behaviors. They push boundaries to discover their capabilities and limitations. Becoming autonomous means gaining independence and making decisions for oneself. Ultimately, this process leads to a commitment to a particular identity or sense of self. And then uh, expand their social roles. So, as individuals develop, they take on various roles within their social environment. So, such as being a friend, a student, or a family member. Expanding social roles involves taking on new responsibilities and navigating different relationships. And then, struggle with questions such as who am I and what do I want to do with my life. So this reflects the common existential questions that individuals often grapple with during adolescence and early adulthood. The quest for personal identity involves pondering one's purpose, values, and life goals. And then the last one, work on cognitive and emotional development to have deeper conversations and expressing their emotions better. So, cognitive development refers to the improvement of thinking abilities and problem solving skills. So, emotional development, uh, it involves understanding and managing one's emotions. In developing these aspects, enables individuals to engage in deeper, more meaningful conversations and express their feelings effectively. So that would be all. And thank you for watching and listening to our report.